Okay, this next segment is going to be on lip sync. That means we're actually going to use Face Poser for something related to the face. This could be your reason for using the source engine right here. Despite its age, Half-Life 2's lip sync capabilities are still one of the best out there. So go and launch Face Poser and we'll talk about talking. Once it's up, go to Choreography, New. I'm calling this Speech Sample. Save. For the name, I'll call him Some Dude. You may be noticing a pattern to my naming schemes by now. As usual, right-click on the name, then click on New Channel. I'm naming this Audio, and that's actually all we'll need since the lip sync animations are stored in the wave itself. And probably the best example of lip sync in Galaxy Gulp is that guy who runs out of the store again. I say this because he's a standard Half-Life 2 character who's already been set up correctly. A lot of custom characters in Galaxy Gulp, like the dwarf or the skeleton, have bizarre glitches with the lip syncing. Their faces need to be rearranged, you know, like how the Mafia does to people. So if you're going to learn this, you should have a good example to work off of. So right-click in the blank space down here, and click on Load Model. And to load his model, it's under Humans, Group 1, and Male 7. Open. And suppose your guy doesn't show up centered on his face like this. Here, I'll monkey around and mess it up. If he ends up looking like this, you can always go to Options, Center on Face, and ta-da, he's good again. Looks like it wouldn't kill this guy to shave, or else he's between starting a new beard. Though it's not like I have any room to talk. That looks like me after about 6 hours of not shaving. My hair grows fast. Speaking of which, did you know that former President Richard Nixon had to shave twice a day just so he'd look presentable in public? It's a curse, people. Next, we want to right-click in the blank space in the channel there and select Wave File. And to find his line, I'm going to type Call in the filter section. There it is. Since this character doesn't have a name, I gave it the prefix F after the name of the voice actor. Now I actually went and created a second version of this line for the tutorial. If you want to see the animation as it appears in the movie, click on this first one here. I'm going to select this one with a 0 at the end because it's blank and has no animation data. This way I can show you the process from scratch. Since you have to save the data to the wave in order to view it properly, it will overwrite this, but I'll go ahead and make it blank again for when you use the tutorial. Now after you've selected that, go and type in a name, which I'm calling Somebody Call the Police. It would not surprise me if that's the name to a song. Click OK. Now go and select it, then click on the Phoneme Editor tab at the bottom. And like the other windows here, you can hold down Alt and use the mouse wheel to adjust the timescale. And if you press play, you can hear the clip being played.
Somebody call the police! A fight's broken out!
Next, you want to right-click at the top in the blank space here. Now don't get confused and right-click in the center. As you can see, that brings up a different window. Right-click towards the top and select Edit Sentence Text. Now type out the words as you hear them. Ignore punctuation, and some words you may want to type phonetically, although the speech engine recognizes most common ones. And press OK. Now you can see that the engine has generated several phonemes based off our audio. And it didn't do a perfect job, as you can read below here. Yellow text like this means it was only able to partially extract the correct phonemes. Green text means it was able to extract them all, and red text means it wasn't able to extract any of them. Now if you follow these steps and get red text on this line, that means you have a problem somewhere, because we know this one works. If this happened, odds are you forgot to install the Microsoft Speech SDK. But if you're sure you have and you've rebooted your system, you may have to delete and reinstall the source SDK itself. One of our editors ran into this problem, and this was the only solution we were able to find. Now if you get red text on another line you record, that probably isn't anything to worry about. It just means you'll have to do all the lip syncing manually. Even lines that you get a good green rating on should be double checked. You often have to make adjustments to the timings manually, which is what we're going to do next.